Welcome you all. Now here is a question answer discussion. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Pyrometer is used to measure. याद रखिएगा पैरोमीटर से हम हाई टेम्परेचर मेजर करते हैं, राइट. और ह्यूमिडिटी के लिए हाइग्रोमीटर चाहिए, डेंसिटी के लिए हाइड्रोमीटर चाहिए और एयर प्रेशर के लिए बैरोमीटर चाहिए. याद रखिएगा. फॉर द क्वेश्चन, pyrometer is used to measure high temperature. So the right response is C, remember. And this pyrometer works on the principle of so-called Stevens-Boltzmann law. This Stevens-Boltzmann law states that the total radiation emitted by a black body is proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. Okay. Now then come to this question. Here, which one of the following can be used to measure temperature above 1500 degrees Celsius? Again, this is the high temperature measurement, so the need pyrometer. So the right response is D. Okay. Then come to this question. Which one of the following devices is used to measure the extremely high temperature? Again, it's the, याद रखिएगा, pyrometer. Okay. Then come to this question. Pyrheliometer is used for measuring. So now remember solar radiation. So the right response is B, solar radiation. Then come to this question. Which one of the following thermometers is known as a pyrometer, right? So it is the radiation parameter. Remember, radiation, pyrometer. I call it as the thermometer. So the right response is B. Remember, this is the B. Then come to the question, what is measured by manometer? Remember, pressure of the gas. Pressure of the gas is measured by manometer. याद रखिएगा. Then come to this one, the thermometer which used to measure 2000 degrees Celsius temperature. So again, it's the total radiation pyrometer. Remember, total radiation pyrometer. Okay. Now this question, Match list 1 with the list second and select the correct answer using the course given below. So now, just to match ammeter, you all know ammeter is meant to measure the electric current, right? A spring balance is meant to measure the weight, and barometer is meant to measure the so-called the pressure. So naturally, hygrometer is meant to measure the relative humidity, presence of water vapor in a given volume of air. Okay, so this is you can match correctly. Now come to this question. The density of milk can be obtained by the use of, okay, lactometer, remember. So the right response is lactometer. The density of milk can be is measured by the use of a lactometer, right? Thermometer, you all know it measures temperature. Show this question. Which one of the following pair is not correctly matched? Understand, अब देख लीजिए कि ये हमारा odometer measuring instrument for a distance covered by motorways is not correctly matched. Okay, it's correctly matched. अब हमें निकालना है कि नोट करेक्टली मैच, ये करेक्ट है. ये नेक्स्ट है हमारा odometer, measuring instrument for a frequency of electromagnetic waves. This is correctly matched. Oximeter device for measuring a sound intensity. It's also correctly matched. So only option left is ammeter, measuring instrument for electric power. No. Ammeter measures electric current I. So this is not correctly matched. So the right response as per the need of the question is D. Now come to this question. The density of milk is measured by, so again the lactometer, because the barometer measures the pressure, right? Hygrometer measures the uh, relative humidity. Now come to this question. Relative humidity is measured by, कैसे मापते relative humidity को? Yes, it's the hygrometer. So right response is B, because lactometer measures the milk. Potentiometer, so called the electromotive force of the shell. Now come to this question. Which instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? It's also the barometer, right? Next come to this question. Which instrument is used for measuring humidity in the air? So it's the hygrometer, remember. Hygrometer, right? A spectrometer is used to know the curvature of the surface. No, it's a spectrometer. It's meant to know the so-called the spectral lines. Now come to 21. The liquid or the liquids used in the sample barometer is, say, mercury. मरकरी, बैरोमीटर भी किससे का इस्तेमाल होता है? मरकरी का. ओके, now see, hygrometer is used to measure हाइग्रोमीटर जस्ट ह्यूमिडिटी इन एटमॉस्फेयर, क्योंकि एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर के लिए बैरोमीटर होता है, और हाई टेम्परेचर पायरोमीटर आई टोल्ड यू, और वेलोसिटी ऑफ विंड की बात जब आती है एनोमीटर की बात आती है, राइट? Then come to this question. Electroencephalogram EECG used in monitoring share, heat no, heart no, liver no, pancreas no, yes brain, right? So the EEC is used in monitoring brain. So the right response is T. Remember. So now this question, which instrument is used to measure humidity? So repetition of the questions, must remember hygrometer, because pyrometer is meant to measure the very high temperature. Lactometer is the purity of the milk, right? So this, which of the following device quantify the humidity in year? So it's the hygrometer, remember. A pyrometer for the high temperature, remember. And now come to this question. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer from the codes given below. See here. So this the sphygmomanometer. It's meant to measure the blood pressure. Stethoscope, it is the so-called to hear heart sound, or this is your two things are keratometer and glycometer. It's meant to measure the intensity of a light. So only keratometer is used to measure the so-called the purity of gold. This is how you can match it correctly. See this one. Ringman scale as used to measure the density of what? Smoke, remember. Again to repeat, Ringman scale is used to measure the density of the following, means so smoke याद रखेंगे आप. Here, which of the following is correctly matched? हम देखें कि correctly match कौन कौन सा है ये. जैसे हम ये देखेंगे यहाँ पे कि she capacitor, thermoresistor, biporous junction transistor as the rectifier, और ये capacitor, correctly matched. This is the correctly match. These two options A and B are wrong. So now come to 35. The name of the equipment used for measuring blood pressure is sphygmomanometer. So it's the right response, B. Come to this, the apparatus used to measure the intensity of light is known as, show the intensity of light, याद रखेंगे लक्स मीटर. And now this question, Richer scale is used to measuring, you must know, a very simple question, amplitude of seismic waves. And now this one, the radar is used for determining the presence and location of objects with radio waves. This is right response. And now come to this question, which one is not correctly matched. देख लें हम लोग इसको, ये correctly कौन match नहीं है. Celsius, this is the unit of temperature, so correctly matched. Kilowatt hour, this is related to the energy consumption, and this RH factor is related to the blood, so correctly matched. So Richter scale with humidity is not correctly matched because Richter scale is related to the seismic waves. Okay. Which of the following quantities measured on the Richter scale show naturally remember intensity of an earthquake? See this question. Which of the following is a seismometric device? So this is seismograph, of course. This question, which of the following instruments is used to record a seismic wave? Seismograph, all obvious. This question, which one of the following devices is used to measure the intensity of earthquake? Sure, it's the seismograph, remember. Come to this question. What is a seismograph used? It's all obvious. Earthquake से जुड़ा हुआ है, भूकंप से. And now this question, again see the very matching. Now hygrometer, humidity, correctly matched. Biograph, no. Seismograph, no. Anemometer, earthquake, no. So hygrometer, this one is the correctly matched option. Sure, that's all for the day. Thank you.